That's how I know people don't be knowing what they're talking about. So even though people, I know that they've been watching me really hard, and it was proven earlier today, or yesterday I should say, because I made one video and I almost thought I was tripping, because I was like, I know I didn't have the international driver's license from the Malachi Empire, aka Trade Capital, and what his other name, General Hellraiser, Malik Malachi, Neapolis Malik Malachi. He had that, my ex-boyfriend, go put the stuff in my car. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to go into how I know that right now, but those people, the interracial trafficking couple that I videoed yesterday when I was upset because she came to argue with me, and they're about dick size that I did not care about with a man I don't want. And and I said I don't need a man. I just want to clear that up. That doesn't mean I don't need a man. Wanting versus needing are two different things. So I just wanted to clear that up, because somebody's going to be like, oh, see that a woman go. I always talk about something, they don't need a man. They miss independent. But then it's funny, because a lot of men out there, they want their woman to be independent so that they can mooch off of them or not have to pay for her stuff as much. They want her to be independent and still work with them so they both can work together and have things. So it's kind of a contradiction when they complain about women saying they independent, they don't need a man. It's true, they don't need one. Wanting one is different than needing. But anyways, back to, they talk about, she was like homeless, like she was behaving very immaturely, trying to throw it in my face that I was homeless. But B, I was only homeless for a month, and that was by choice, because basically had no choice but to tough it, like buckle my, like, how would they say, he gonna buckle down or something like that, that country version. And I even left a little cute care package in the house for me. I already knew I was moving into a place. It just that I had to wait till it was ready. I knew that I had a place 2 weeks in advance before we moved in here, but it didn't happen yet. So I was still out there going through the motions of sleeping in the car and being in the street. But I chose to do that because I couldn't remain staying where I was last month. They kept playing with me. They was planning on doing something, but I nipped whatever they were planning. And some of it, I know what they were planning, but I nipped it in the butt by deciding to go ahead and just leave and tough it out with my son. I was like, y'all think y'all playing with somebody. Y'all think I'm going to just be comfortable up in here and complain. I see y'all ain't doing nothing. I'm going to make something happen then. I'm going to make you help me. Since you're thinking because I'm in an apartment that I don't need assistance, I'll show you how serious it is by leaving this apartment and toughing it out and showing you I will do what it takes. I was planning on going off the grid anyways because I don't want to be around anybody. But anyways, I'm just really making this video to show how close they've been watching. Because when I went to the public storage and that interracial couple came like mean mugging me hella hard and parking right next to me. If you mad at me, why are you parking next to me? They ain't got the audacity to be black. I mean, never mind, I'm finna say that. But looking back at me like you mad, but you coming near me and you can't say a word. Stop. Thank you, Papa. And I looked back at the timer and said 333. It's something that my son did when I said stop. Grandpa's so funny in baby form. But yeah, what you laughing for? But anyways, guys, he likes to do that. He crazy, Papa. He crazy like mama. What? Okay, anyways, y'all. So I just wanted to tell you guys that they came and put something in my car. The Malachi Empire dude had my ex-boyfriend go and put the IDL in my car that he didn't give to me, that rightfully belonged to me. He took my money and didn't give me what I purchased, and then told him, and you can't buy nothing else from us unless we say otherwise. He was sounding dry, and then then trying to be a control freak at the same time. Who does that? And then had those people come and harass me, tell some homeless, and I said, I got a house. That's why I had a storage. I was at the storage yesterday trying to prepare the things that I needed to take today. Then I got distracted from that BS. They act like they didn't even know which storage they was finna go to. The first floor went around the corner or upstairs. That's how I know it's not even his storage. He using her name, and it's something else I saw at the hotel that let me know how easy it is to access other people's information, because some people be working with other criminals by being paid off. I was able to access somebody else's records. I chose not to go deeper because I just felt like some stuff like I don't need to know everything. But what the information I saw already at that hotel that they left easily accessible. And then they didn't even care. I know and felt that they were watching on the camera. They didn't care that other people's information was on the counter. I saw some other things that I had seen. I was like, that lets me know that our information isn't really secure. And if all it takes is them being bribed and paid off, they gonna hand that information over. The people, the scumbags that I see working at the front desk, including the owner, like at the Bridgeway Inn and Suites in Gresham, Oregon. But anyway, somebody came up there. That's why those people were watching from across the street at the parking lot. They were watching, I guess, to see if I noticed anything. But one thing that I did notice that they don't think I noticed was there was saw 555. There were some grimy fingerprints on both sides of the car that weren't there. And I know that that's crazy. But you know how some observant people, I've met other people like that know, like, if they put something a certain way in their home and they come back or they wake up and they see that it's not the way they put it, they know that it was touched. And that I'm one of those people. And just, I know because I'm particular about touching certain things that's kind of like greasy and sticky unless I'm working at the time, and I know I'm going to clean it up when I'm done. But the chrome handles on my car, they had these smudged, like oily type of finger, like somebody might have had something on their hands, or they wore gloves with some oil on it or something, or Vaseline on their hands, and they touched the door. I didn't see that before. And I was like, something not right. I know somebody did something. And then the guys went and cut the tree by my car, and they put the leaf a certain way by the passenger side. They were doing lawn work, but they came back the very next day to go by where my car was. And there was something about that. And it was just the man I happened to feel somebody staring at me, and right diagonal from where my car was parked, there was a Hispanic man with a hat on, just standing there smoking a cigarette, just watching me like, you know, it was like how it is on those movies, like the man that's the predator or the perpetrator is like the predator. He's watching you from a distance to see if you notice anything off or different. That's the way he was watching me. And then I started recording him. Then he wanted to turn around when he saw me grabbing having the camera and putting it on him. And then he started walking back towards where his car was. And it's at that hotel where they have the sign blocked off with like black wood board up there or something. Like it looked like it used to be not the Ramada Inn or the La Quinta Inn, one of those type of places. I don't know which one, or it's another one. I can't think of it. I don't know. But anyways, it was just strange. And then I looked and I said, I feel like something's different in here. I thought I was tripping because I said, even the police is like they know something and they've been staying away from me. And then they come to find out it was something different in my car. It was the international driver's license with the correct spelling and gender on it this time too. This time I wasn't a man on there. I'm actually a woman now. Thank you guys. I graduated. I'm a woman now. I'm no longer a man. So I just wanted to share that with you guys to let you know how closely you're being watched. Because before I went to that hotel, I believe it was the same day that I came here, and I have it on video when those men were following me around at the Walgreens. Next thing you know, that same night I checked in. A day later is when I felt something was off, like and I've got intuitive download that somebody did something to my car. And then I thought about that. I said, nobody better not touch my car. And I heard they did. And then I went and checked my car. I was like, well, I ain't tripping because they had plenty of chances to do it. And I remember seeing where somebody pressed the remote control. 909 and 911, they pressed the remote control to make my lights flash like somebody was unlocking my car door right when I left from my car from locking it. And I caught it when I just was turning away. I saw the flash, and my keys weren't in my hand. They were in the cup holder on the stroller while we were walking away. So that means it wasn't me who pressed the button. I was like, So, but I didn't freak out because I know that they do little childish stuff like that. I'm like, you ain't doing nothing because you basically trying to let me see just to play with me. You already failed. But they didn't know how they failed, and I already knew everything they do up until this point was going to help me know more about what they're doing and what they have done to others. That's where they messed up at. So I just thought I should tell you guys that, so that because They know I want to wring their necks too. So, yeah, just know that that's how closely they watch you. Because I left from down here in Portland, like off MLK around Northeast Portland, and I headed up. I think that's Southeast, I'm not sure, but I headed up to Gresham, to that Bridgeway Inn by the airport. All of a sudden, and I was going to make a video, I was going to take a picture because I had a feeling they was watching me that hard. They didn't want nobody to see that they put that I was a man on there. But I was too late, and I heard that bump over there on the wall. And it was probably from the next door neighbor or somebody closing their drawer or whatever. But at that very moment, that's when a bump happened. But y'all probably couldn't hear it because it was kind of low. But, and I was being still. I heard it over in there. But yeah, so all of a sudden, I had a feeling. I said, I don't know why I had that feeling. I was like, I think they're going to try to do something to make it where I can't have proof to show that it said man on it first. And I was like, then I changed my mind. I was like, no, they wouldn't do that because that's just doing too much. Because it's obvious that I know that I have the card. Lo and behold, with that a day or two after I went up to Gresham, I have an IDL all of a sudden that I know that I didn't have in my trip permit, not my trip permit, my foreign international driver's permit was smushed in the door like somebody stuffed it in there real quick. It wasn't like that before. I was trying to call myself, straighten it out. That's how I know they went in my car.